It's a Victorian pub with living accommodation upstairs. Yeah. I'll have to call you back.
Morning.
Morning. Woo, someone's got it bad.
Sorry?
Nothing. It's just nice to see you happy for a change, especially after last week.
Oh, it's just a mistake. All fine now.
New woman, eh?
Oh, more like a new Dennis.
Oh.
Oh, I never thought he'd actually propose.
Well, sounds like you got him tamed.
Yeah, a scary thought, huh?
Well, I won't worry about it. One wrong word or a funny look, he's bound to go back to his moody old self again.
Do you think so?
Yeah, someone's bound to bring up the tired brother-sister line again. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I just assumed that's why you haven't made an announcement.
Well, to be honest, we haven't even talked about telling other people. It's all been so quick.
Yeah, well, if they don't like it, stuff them. You don't have to stick around to hear it. Anyway, once you've sold that bookies, you can go anywhere you like.
Oh, that's if we decide to leave. Nothing's definite.
Of course. You don't want to let a bunch of old busybodies run your life. Dennis loves you. No amount of gossip's going to change that.
So, have you thought any more about making a proper announcement about the wedding yet?
Well, it's no skin off my nose and do it whenever you like.
Only Chrissy thinks people might have something to say about it.
Well, not this again.
Well, I thought that's why you don't want to tell anyone yet.
Oh, well, I care what people have to say.
Look, sweetheart, I don't mean to upset you.
Oh, you didn't really, Chrissy. I'm fine.
Look, we can tell people today if that's what you want.
Well, it's a bit short notice to arrange a party, isn't it?
It's a drink, not the Golden Jubilee. It's not that big a deal.
Well, Chris is right. How are we going to get everyone here, eh?
Are you kidding? It's obvious. Come on.
Oh, look, this is the one that's been leaking over all the others.
I don't know why you wanted me here hanging around doing this.
Because stock take is a pain. I mean, you get a sudden rush on, you forget what you've counted and what you haven't.
Morning, Sugar Pants.
You behave yourself.
Morning, Doc.
Hello, Sharon.
So, listen, Doc, what are you doing later? Because we're thinking of opening some champagne in the Vic about 4.
Oh, I can't. I'll be working. Anyway, what's the occasion?
Me and Sharon are getting married.
He insisted you were the first to know, Doc.
Married?
You and Pauline, obviously.
But you can't.
Of course I can, Pauline. Why ever not?
Well, it was only 2 minutes ago. We thought he was away on his toes. And anyway, they're...
With what, Pauline?
People will talk.
Yes, but not us, Pauline. I mean, we ain't ones to gossip, are we? It was a bit sudden, you know. So, congratulations.
Well, what about your father? I mean, he's not going to be happy about this.
Yeah, well, it's nothing to do with them either, Paul.
And he's not about, so I don't think we'll invite him.
People are going to have something to say about that and all.
What people? Interfering old women with nothing better to talk about?
No, I just mean people.
Of course, because this is Walford, isn't it? Too much to expect everyone to mind their own business. We'll have a drink another time. Come on, Sharon.
Well, everyone will know we're getting married by now.
Well, everyone will know what Pauline thinks about it, you mean?
Oh, now how did Pauline take it?
Overjoyed.
She'll come round.
Oh, who cares what she thinks? You can get married anywhere you like. Maui, Las Vegas. Once you sell the bookies, the world's your oyster.
Well, Pat has been biting my arm off to finalise.
Look, are you really sure you want to sell it?
Yeah, everything's going ahead.
But nothing's signed over.
Yeah, but it's only a matter of days now, isn't it?
I think you should keep hold of it.
Sharon...
No, I'm serious, babe. It makes sense.
But it's decided, isn't it? And once you sell it, you can go anywhere you like.
We should keep the bookies. Think about it. You know, there's always something to come back to, something to rely on. And no matter what happens, there'll always be regular income. Dennis, you're glazing over.
No, I'm not. I'm listening. It's just... Well, all this talk of regular income, it might give E and B a cheap feel, but it does nothing for me. Look, if we sell the bookies, we can get the cash, we can go anywhere we like.
Doesn't that sound lovely?
But it's not the same, is it? And it is where you proposed to me.
What do you want me to do, put up a blue plaque?
Well, it's about us now, isn't it? And it would make so much more sense if we kept it, really.
Pat is going to kill me.
Right, so that's that, is it?
No, Pat is really going to hate me. She's going to beat me with her briefcase.
That's a businesswoman. She'll understand. So?
OK, come on then.
Well, things certainly keep changing round here, don't they? Certainly keeps us all on our toes. Hello. Yeah, it's Mrs. Watts here. I spoke to you earlier. Sorry about that. My battery on my phone died. Yeah, is it possible to send someone round today?
You are sure about this, aren't you?
Make up your mind, it was your idea.
I know. You're staying just to be bloody minded, though, do you?
I'm not. And anyway, it's not like it's going to be permanent. We can still go on our travels after this wedding palaver's over. I'm just not having people thinking we're ashamed of anything.
So is that the only reason you changed your mind?
Of course not. I mean, all that stuff that you said about hanging on to earnings, that made sense too.
Oh, Tom, glad to be about. Says I'm going to go and smooth things over with Pauline. You get off, yeah?
Suit yourself.
Well, I hear congratulations are in order. When did all this happen?
Let me guess, Pauline Fowler.
You didn't think she'd keep that quiet, did you? No, I'm really happy for the both of you.
Thing is, Pat, we're going to be hanging around here for a bit, so I won't be selling the bookies just yet. I mean, your job's safe, you know, for as long as you want it.
Don't you worry about me. You've got a wedding to plan. And I bet Sharon is driving you mad already.
Yeah, something like that. Well, anyway, I'm going to catch you later, OK?
Yeah.
I just don't understand how it all happened to me. I thought he'd left you.
Oh, it's just a misunderstanding.
Oh, some misunderstanding, that is. I mean, one minute he's left you, the next minute you're engaged and he's shouting the odds at me in the street.
And one minute you're on at him because he's taking me away, and the next you're on at him because we're staying around. Paulie just gets a bit emotional when he thinks people are having a go.
Emotional, that one. That's a laugh. The only time I've ever seen him get emotional is with his fist.
No, it's not really like that. He's quite romantic when he wants.
Oh, yeah, and then what did he do? Go down on one knee and present you with a socking great diamond ring?
Oh, no, not exactly.
Well, then. So, have you discussed which church, or is he going to wait until you're miles away from Walford, rent 2 witnesses and a registry office?
Well, it was all a bit out of the blue. We haven't really had time to discuss it.
It's very romantic.
Anyway, none of that matters. He wants to marry me. That's what counts.
Apologise to her for me.
Well, sort of.
I don't see why.
God, she was really good to me when we were kids. No matter how crazy it got here with Mum and Dad, I could always go around there and see Shell and feel sane for an hour or two.
Sane? With Fowler the Growler?
You didn't know when Arthur was still here. You know, a couple that had been married for years, 3 kids, Gran in the front room. I was living in a few rooms above a pub with an alcoholic and Walford's answer to Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, well, there are worse ways to be brought up.
I know. But I'm just saying I owe her.
Someone at that door for you.
Oh, I'll keep an eye on things, Demetri.
Yeah, sure.
Office did mention the need for discretion, didn't they?
Of course. It's not that out of the ordinary.
It's a very tight-knit community around here. People are quick to talk.
Really, Mrs. Watts, there's no need to explain.
Oh, Chrissy, please. The living room's in here. My husband, he wasn't the kindest of men or the most faithful. He had an affair with a young girl around here, a very young girl, a neighbour. So things have got a bit ugly, so I need to move on.
These other residents, Dennis and Sharon, are they tenants?
Oh, no, nothing official like that. They're just friends. They're getting married soon anyway, so they're going to be moving out. Excuse me a minute.
Of course.
You're right.
Yeah, fine.
Visitor?
Yeah.
Business or pleasure?
Well, pleasure, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Bloke I met in the club a couple of weeks back. Said if he was in the area, he'd pop in. So he popped in.
Well, leave you to it, then. Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh, I was just coming over to see you.
Well, I've saved you a trip then, haven't I?
You do realise how unhappy you're making Sharon?
What, by having a pop at her in public about who she chooses to marry?
You're not too big for a clip round the ear, you know. Look, this is her wedding. It's important to her. She wants to show off. She wants
You're
to...
the one who told her she was going to get run out of town by a bunch of peasants with torches.
Never mind what I said. I can be as stupid as you sometimes, except I have to try harder. It's about time you start to show that girl a bit of affection and let her see what this marriage means to you. Anyway, why did you come here? Do you want to give me an ear bashing or something?
Actually, I came to apologise.
Sorry?
Now, personally, I couldn't give a stuff what you think, but Sharon seems to think it's important, so for her sake, I'm sorry if I upset you.
And you call that an apology?
Well, it's the closest you're going to get.
Right, then. Well, I don't know what you're hanging around here for. You've got a wedding announcement to make, a proper one.
Eh?
Just go over to the Vic, make sure they've got plenty of champagne in, and I'll do the rest.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, go on.
I don't think we'll have much problem selling the place, even with limited advertising.
Great. Thanks.
Obviously, with any sale, we always advise the client to have as much paperwork available as possible.
Well, I've got to be very careful about that sort of thing, being the licensee.
It's mainly the documentation of the property itself that buyers need first. Deeds, mortgage papers, anything like that.
Yeah, of course.
But as you say, your husband's readily agreed to sell up. I'm sure you have all that information already signed over in your name.
First thing I made him do when I told him he was leaving. Sign it all over.
Great. Should be no problem then.
Great, thanks.
We'll be in touch.
Okay.
Yes, coffee? You look great.
Thanks.
Must be love, eh?
Jane's in a good mood.
She was like that with me and all. I gave you 3 guesses why your mate Pauline Fowler's shouting her mouth off.
Oh, let's not start that again, please.
Sorry. Listen, let's go and have a drink in a Vic.
Well, I thought we were going out later.
Well, we can have a drink first.
Have I got a coffee?
Well, drink it quickly.
All right.
Just imagine all them years not even knowing about each other, then finding each other just like that and falling in love.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me if it was some sort of syndrome. Probably been some research done on it.
Man, you got no soul at all. Rosie's right. It's a small miracle if you ask me.
What's going on?
Here. Have you got something to say, young man?
Are you sure you wouldn't rather say that? Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have a bit of hush, please. I would just like to announce, for those unlikely few who managed to miss the Bush Telegraph over here, that this beautiful lady here, who I love, has kindly consented to be my wife.
Did you do all this?
Well, I told him it wasn't a good idea. I said I'm sure he preferred to have a big do, you know, instead of something all cobbled together at the last minute, but he wouldn't listen.
Thank you, darling. It's lovely.
Oh, everyone! Dennis and Sharon! Dennis and Sharon!